Oh, it ain't too bad. I ain't gonna rotate my device. I'm back again. My sideways. Hey, Edna. How's it going, my friend? From over the other side of the pond. How you doing, brother? Please hit that thumbs up. I figured I'd give it a shot, see if I could record a video from my phone from this side of the... Oh, where'd you go? Oh, no. Oh, you're still there. Thanks, brother. It's hot. I know that. Hanging in. Hanging in there. Just had to get out, get away from the house, come out here, try my hammock out. But it's pretty quiet out. These frogs are trying to drive me crazy. But it's better than listening to cars go by. I got my hammock over. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there it is. It's right there behind me. It's one my wife ordered off of Wish. I gotta try it out. Pretty comfortable hammock. But I finally got the fire stuff going. It's just a little fire. Whole night. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, wish I had my trail camera set up here so I could see what walks by in the middle of the night. It is dark here tonight. I mean, you can't hardly see anything at all. So I had to build a little fire so I could just see to set up my hammock. I had a wild hare. Decided to run out and go camping. I thank you, Gator. I don't know where Mason's at, but I had to come out and try my new ferro rod. It worked, but I just figured this is so far away from the house. I didn't know if I could broadcast live without Wi-Fi, or if my phone was strong enough to be able to still go live. Yeah, that's probably, he'll be, you wouldn't be able to pull that baby out of his arms if you tried. he's just, he's such a proud daddy. Hey, She-Tube, what's up? All the way up, brother. Out here just chilling out in the middle of my backyard, seeing if I could stream live. Yeah, that's cool. Well then, I don't know, I just figured I'd give it a shot. I didn't know if it'd stay streaming or not. I had a little difficulty a while ago, but I was moving around, so this time I put it on the tripod and left it. It don't seem to be fading in and out as bad. But this is a real little fire. It ain't but 10, 12 inches tall. I don't want to build too big of a fire before I go to bed. But it's hot and steamy. Yeah, he is a proud one. I'm proud of him. Huh? I haven't been literally through that, but I have no children of my own, but my two stepsons, they just had children last year. They, each child made us grandma and grandpa. A little boy and then a little girl. Little boy's like 15 months, and the little girl's like 9 months. Hot and stinky. Yeah. But I didn't know if it'd work out. Can y'all hear me alright? It feels weird talking in the middle of the night when there ain't nobody else around. 4 in September. My birthday's in September. It's a Virgo. Oh, good. Well, that's not bad because I'm just going off my phone. Yeah. I'm having fun. Mine's on the 17th. Oh, 13th and 18th. That's cool. Ultimate YouTube, you still in here? Or you just stop in to say hi and give me a thumbs up? Pretty well my chat goes off after it goes up there for a while. Yeah, I can't wait to try this in the daylight or in the morning when I'm hunting. I just didn't know if I could get it to go live out here. I should be able to go live when I go hunting because up in that tree over there about 20 feet up in the air, I'm building a shed. I had the same birthday as both. Cool. How's the weather over there, Aiden, here? I know it's pretty much a shed in the tree. It's made out of 2x6s and it's 10x8. Cool. It's almost a deck up there. You know what? Cool. I didn't have any. But yeah, or I could go up higher because it's right in the middle of the V, and if I go up higher, I just hang the hammock up there in the middle of the tree. Yeah, sleep in this, because man, these deer over here, they'll hear me coming halfway down the hill, and I can't get down through the valley and back up here on the hill unless I spend the night over here. Because they bed down right here in this hillside. I've turned around and they's right on the trail over coming up the hill. They got hot. Two little young ones. And they'd been sitting there all morning long, and I'm sitting over on the other hillside in my tree stand. And I didn't see them until after it started to get daylight. I'm like, oh, there's two deer right there the whole darn time. But there's like right out of range with bow season. Well, they probably about 75 yards. No. Hello, Gene. How's it going? I hunt with a bow and a crossbow and a 30-30. I do have a black powder rifle. I could hunt in black powder, but I can use my crossbow in alternative methods. Oh, it's hot. It's going good. Still trying to get over lever action, 30-30 Marlin. I turned around and run the serial numbers through Marlin manufacturer's page, and it came up saying it was made in 1884. And I about fell over then. Because I let the boy take it out hunting. And him and I was coming back, and he fell and he broke the stock in half once. I just glued it back together, sanded it all down. It's like somebody had already cut the end of the bolt out, end of the butt off, and put a padded cushion on it anyhow. So the stock's kind of rough, but it's all right. It's a sharp gun. My eyes are going blind where I can't hardly shoot it now. I had a big buck down through here one year. I got half the antler off of it, and it's still a 4-pointer, and the end of it where the tips are is almost as big as my thumb. I mean, it was a big old buck. I didn't even know it was a buck because it was early in the morning, and when I brought the rifle up, I couldn't see my sights. It was too dark yet still, but I could see the deer because of the snow on the hillside, and he'd just outlined big time. But I couldn't see my sights. Oh man, I gotta put my glasses back on so I could read. Yeah, yeah. I had a friend tell me it was pretty old, and then I looked it up. How much land? We only have 6.5 acres. It's got it's kind of L-shaped. We got the main lot up there, and then we got a little valley, like a finger, coming off behind the neighbor's house. And then we got a power line that goes down through here, so I got a pretty neat little shooting range down the power lines, and got my own little woods. I wish I could get my camper over here, but oh, it'd be easier to build something instead of to try to get a trailer over here. Yeah. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Oh yeah, yeah, it's manageable. It's starting to get away from me because I mow yards for a living, and when I'm done mowing yards, I come back to the house and I don't want to mow. I mow the back pasture where the deer are, but the weed eating around the house. Oh really? Yeah, for somebody to talk to. I know I didn't have nobody to talk. Well, I'm out here on the other side of the hill. I didn't know if it would work or not. I'm just glad it is. Yeah. I got all kinds of leaves and everything around me. I just can't reach them. My arms are short now. I'm looking for more firewood. There's some over. Oh, get up. Ah. Oh, I didn't want to make too big of a fire because I didn't know how long I was going to be up, or if anybody, ow, that's bad. Anybody's going to be on live. I was hoping Mason would come on live, but I'm glad he's doing all right. I'm gonna have to give him a hard time and he's not in my life. Dr. DJ, oh, how are you? Yeah, you don't want to come home and have to do your floor. I know it. And then my wife has MS and it's like, get me this, get me that. But I don't have a problem with that. I had a great meeting today. I went to 2 meetings today and met 2 newcomers. Ouch. And that was quite the blessing after Dad just passing away 11 days ago. But I had to get out. Yes, AA meetings. I had to I had to stop. I got 5.5. My sobriety date is 1/24/14. Yeah, but I got to make amends to him before he passed away. I went down on the 4th of July and told him how much I understand. Yeah. He's like, I'm so sorry to be a drunk. I said, Dad, you couldn't help it. We're alcoholics. Come on, Fire, you're going down. Can't see. And he's like, what? I said, we're alcoholics. We couldn't help the way we were. Yeah, I forgive you. Yes, I tree freeze. Wow. No, and well, I really seen 3 newcomers. One wasn't a newcomer. One, she just got 1 day out of prison. And because I had to clean my brother's catfish. He caught one tonight and 4 crawfish. But I don't mind cleaning fish. We catch fish all the time around here. When my stepdad was here, we'd drop off our first limit, turn around and he'd clean it, and by the time we got back, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that camera. Right. I just had to, this is kind of my serenity spot. I come down over the hill and sit in my tree stand. Twice in 3 years. I was, the way Dad passed, he passed at home, but we knew he had heart failure. His heart was, he only had 28% of his heart was working, and we knew he was going to die, so. But he waited till the day I was going to the state AA convention for a weekend, which I really needed that. So I was definitely surrounded by friends. It's like I was so into packing and going to that meeting that night, it didn't bother me when I was getting in the truck and going. And then, but so I turned around and, you know, it didn't set in after I got there. And then, you know, the emotions overtook me, but Oh, I was around plenty of friends. All I told them is what happened, and they said I was in the right place. I'm like, I know I was in the right place because that evil urge to go out and drink. I thought it through, and it's like I have I have to have my interlock in my car to where I have to blow in it to start it. And I got to thinking, if I go out drinking, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. Literally, nowhere. Because I can't drive my car now. Yeah, so it's like, I've been counting the days. Well, today, since it's past midnight, today has been day 12. Yep. Is there a way to keep that on? Because it, come on. I'm trying to keep the live chat on where I can see it. Because I can't really see myself that much. I can see it fine. I can see my hat crooked. My hat always crooked. Hey, Aussie Survival. So how's it down there? You're way down yonder. Well, that's cool to hear from you. Well, that's cool. Glad to see you here. Uh, I'm just sitting in the backyard bored, testing to see if my phone will video the live feed from probably 600 yards from the house. Well, there's one telephone pole here, one down there. So 200 yards, because the telephone poles were placed 100 yards apiece. So yeah, I think I was like 300 yards. Because this property goes down over 3/4 of this hill. And I'm on a big old ridge. Yeah, that's the same time I have. Nebraska. I'm here in Missouri. I got 122 on my phone. My phone's up there, and I can't see the time. Yeah, I was just bored. Well, I was testing to see if I can video from this side of the hill. Ow! Because sometimes I have trouble around our middle box, our middle garage shop. Because we got the trailer here, and then we got a shed, and then we got our shop, and then I got my travel trailer. You know, I videotaped live in my travel trailer, but I'm wrapped in metal, and then I got a metal building between me and the Wi-Fi. But this is not Wi-Fi. This is just my phone. Yeah, I was just seeing if it would work. And that's pretty cool. It will. Rockport. I'm here on the north end of Lake of the Ozarks. That's kind of helped my channel quite a bit. I get to put hashtag Lake of the Ozarks underneath my videos since this is where I live. And most of the videos of me on the water is on the lake of the... Are they really loud? Need somebody, shut up! Nope, they don't care. I'm afraid to be too loud because my house is on that hill and there's a house here, but they're only down on weekends to do fishing tournaments. But if it wasn't the crickets right now being loud, you could the trucks, pickup trucks, or the dualies, you'll be hearing traffic. If you Google up Jacob's Cave, that's just over the hill. Uh, this road curves around, it circles back around, and it connects to 5 highway on both ends. So thank you. I love being out in the woods. And what's really hard is I can't get my wife out in the woods because she have what? Uh, Alright, I'll have to try that next time. Hey, I do have earbuds. Would that make a difference? I think, yeah, I brought my earbuds because if I wanted to listen to some radio or listen to YouTube, I could hear y'all talking without out talking louder than the crickets. Oh. Alright. You know what? I ain't gonna find them till tomorrow. There's someone. I thought I'd put them in that pocket. Yeah, I get to put. I get to sit in the hammock here in a minute. Lay down in the hammock. The only thing about it being muggy is I sprayed down with deep tick, and it's like that's almost like spray painting a plastic suit on you. I should have built the fire over there, because then there's a big log over there laying down. I think they're done with the mating calls, because I think that's just all those frogs I had in the tadpoles I had in the early videos. What in the world? Gonna have to keep raking. That's what's nice about a little bitty fire. You just work your way around it. You'll get it all completely cleaned up around it. This is basically just a hot dog fire. I'd probably warm up a cup of coffee on it. I'd like to get my lawnmower over here and thin this out. I'm working on cleaning all the brush out through there. You'll see it in the other videos. I'll need to. It's a lot of work. Yeah. Were they the great big ones? Great big giant silver dollar tadpoles or bullfrogs. Oh. I can't believe that I was able to get this to go live. First time live ever using. All I did is use YouTube and go live on YouTube. I don't know what it's used. I'm using my phone. I'm not on a laptop or nothing. I gotta make sure I got 36% battery. Eat? Oh, I don't know why. Oh, in your first video? Whoa, hot potato. Hi, Sonny. How are you? Ouch. Is that better? I don't know. I can't see. No, but I'm just chilling out around the fire, Sonny. I can see my glasses. Well, I'm doing good, Sonny. I lost my dad 11 days ago, though. But when I lost him, I was on my way to the state convention for the weekend, so I was able to make it through it. Ah, that's getting hot. And I'm just out camping on the other hillside. I know that I know when I'm at my house, I can hear neighbors down the road over here, so I don't know how loud my voice is traveling. Because all I hear is me and all these crickets, frogs, whatever. All the noisy company that's with me. I've been so hot that can't even keep my cigarettes lit. Be sweating on them, dripping all over them. Yeah. Yeah, they might be drowning my voice out. My voice don't carry very much. Because I'm always repeating myself. Nobody can hear what I'm saying when I think it's saying it sounds loud to me. Like you're mumbling again. Like no, I'm repeating myself. Y'all won't listen to me when I talk the first time. Oh, but I'm just hanging out. Oh, yes, Sonny. But at least I got to go down on the 4th of July and make amends to him before he passed. We knew he was going to pass. And he was in the right mind. His body and his heart gave out on him. He'd already had like 4 or 5 bypasses before, and his heart was only working like 28%, and his body just was slowly shutting down. But his brain didn't. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's life, but like I said, I got to make amends before he left. He passed, and he had 17 years sober when he passed. And he was so scared that I would drink because he passed. Because when my stepdad died in the yard, and I had to do CPR on him until he paramedics got there. That's when I went. That's one of my first slips, and I went back out for a year and a half. And then I got a DWI sleeping with the truck running and a beer in my lap in the hospital parking lot. But I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm going to use you part of my story. I said, if I can make it sober through your passing, I can make it through anything. So now he's part of my story. But I feel like I got 11 days in. Because it's been 11 days since he passed. Or 12 counting since it's past midnight now. But I guess you can see the fire. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to use the glare of the fire so you can see me. Because I can't see nothing. This is a little bitty fire. I didn't want to draw attention to myself. And my flashlight is super strong. It's one of those tack lights. I could probably play a game of horseshoes with my headlamp. It's that bright. It'll light the whole area up. It says at 1:37 here. I keep hearing noises. It, it's hard to tell if I'm hearing deer or fire. It's a fire. Well, I'm in Missouri. Where you at, Sonny? I know you're in Central Standard Time. Yeah, same as Gypsy Heart. I don't know where she probably sleeping too. Minnesota. Well, it's a long way away, really. Yeah, this is just a little bitty fire. It's morning time where you're at, Albany. Aiden here. Oh, and I didn't get to read it all before it disappeared. About where I live very quickly. Yes, yes, later. I used to have a resentment for that old man. Because when I grew up, the only time I got to see him is when he came in drunk and yelled at my mom and beat on her until mom finally got a divorce. But he wasn't like that when he met her. It was just the progressiveness of alcoholism. But now I know how he felt. I try to get much video footage of my family. Yes, and that's what I was started this videos really for. Well, it's because my dad lives down in Tennessee, and my sister would show my dad all my videos. So my dad got to see what I was up to, even though he was down to, he couldn't travel. He wanted to come back to Missouri so bad, but he couldn't. He shriveled up. He was only probably 98 pounds. He He weighed 108 when I went, was headed down there, and he lost 5 pounds, so he's 103 pounds when I got there. He lost 3 pounds. Yes, it can be. I've seen a number. What, when he was drinking, or or when I was drinking? I got 35 years of drinking in, but I've been sober 5.5 years now. My dad had 17 years sober, but you know, I forgave him for what happened in the past, and he said I wish. He says he wish he wasn't such a drunk, and I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have been such an ass either, you know, because I was a drunk too. I'm just so glad I'm not anymore. I get to do a lot more things now. I got a lot more things now than I ever thought I'd have. Things I wanted back when I was drinking and never could get them. You know, now I already have them, and God has truly blessed me. I have a lot more friends now than I ever thought I had when I was drinking. The only reason I had friends then is because they wanted to help me drink, or help them drink my alcohol. But oh well, that's the way it goes. What's really weird is looking back and seeing all the stupid stuff I used to do and thinking it was fun and cool, and now I look back at it going, how stupid I when I did that. But that's the path that God put me on, to put me where I'm at today. So I have to accept it for the way it is. I'm ashamed of several things, but it was the way it was supposed to be. Ah! That one's going good. Ow! That's not a big fire. I'm like literally only 2 feet away from that fire. Yeah. And that was so cool seeing 3 new people today. Yeah, Dad was quite the alcohol as well. Yeah. And, well, I was born with a heart defect, so the first half of my childhood I was spent in the hospital until I had my open heart surgery at the age of 7. And even in counseling, my dad said he was afraid to love me because I had a 50-50 chance back in 1972 of living through this operation. And he said he was afraid to love me, so he didn't love me until I was 7 years old. But what's really weird about it, now that I'm in recovery and looking back on my life, I tried to do best I could, and I made a mess of things. I'm gonna have this whole hillside raked up just so I could keep a fire so y'all could see me. Yeah, I have a son, my other son, youngest stepson is Dakota. He lives up in Chillicothe, and I took him on an AA float trip, and he enjoyed it so much that he stayed sober the whole year before he could go on the next float trip, and he was so proud to stand up with a year in sobriety. And he's still going, so I'm proud of him, because we had a rough start with that. And being the stepdad into the new family, and he was getting away with everything with mom before I got there. And it was only like 2 years after his real dad passed away. I, I, let's see, I've been married to his mom for 11 years now. The other one's old. The oldest one, he lives down in Campton. He's still here at the lake. But he's got the little boy, so he's got his hands full in the first place. Oh, my battery. Let me see if I can find my flashlight. I come prepared. I have 2 battery packs, charge packs. These $10 ones from Walmart. They work alright. I like them because they're digital and I get to see how much percentage the battery has. Yeah. If I can see in the dark. That fire's getting hot again. Now this might not work. If I can get it to hang on my phone and charge my phone at the same time. Ah, it almost hung up there. Help me here. Come on, I can't. There. I can get this up here. Stay. Oh, right. You know what, guys? I might not be able to stay on because it told me that my phone was too hot. It would not charge my phone. So if I disappear out of the clear blue sky, it's because my phone got too hot. And I want to tell everybody I appreciate y'all greatly for coming in. Oh, I seen the lag. Hopefully I'm not lagging too bad. Oh, that's fine. That's why I like it. Yeah. I enjoy listening to people talk. I've even watched people get drunk on YouTube and oh, it's gonna turn off on me. Your phone temperature is too high. Charging will continue when temperature returns to normal. Yeah, I got 2% in it. Yeah, I've been like that before. Yeah. That's why I didn't build too big of a fire. Because it'd only still probably take only 1 bottle of water to put this out. Well, thanks, Aiden. Glad to hear that, brother. Now I gotta see you go out camping. Yeah? When you going camping? Yeah? Oh no, am I still here? Yep, I'm still here. Oh, fun. Yeah, okay. Thanks. No problem. I'm glad you're all here. I got 50 minutes, it says on it. 50 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm not going to pull no Mason. I'm not going to pull an all-nighter. Yeah, you work all the time. Whoa, let there be light. But that's what's kind of nice having just a little backyard. I can still be that little kid with the little woods in the backyard, but the yard's bigger now. Well, you're gonna have to break it in, Aiden, and we want to see a video on it. Oh, I know it. I turned around and I was on his stream. I turned around and went to a meeting, came back, and he was still on. He was still on. I'm like, wait a minute, you still here? Well, no, I went to town to get pizza and came back, and he was still here. And I'm 9 miles away from Versailles. Oh, hell no. It's getting lighter. Maybe the stars are starting to shine out. But I know it's nice and calm here. At my little oh, stop that. The ponchos. I got hammock. I got a hammock the wife got off a Wish. It's not bad. I bought one of the fancier ones at Walmart that has it's a two-man with the net, and it'll swallow you up. Well, swallow me up. But this is just a plain little hammock, lightweight. It's more compact and lightweight, and I bought a couple of straps, and I was just dying to try them out. Well, it was an excuse to go camping, isn't it? I got new hammock straps, so I gotta go try them. I wish it's charging, but it'll only charge for a little bit, and then it'll tell me it's too hot, and it'll quit charging. It put 10% on it. I'm up to 13. But at least now I know I can do it out here. My little hot dog fire. I'm gonna build a big fire. I got a big old brush pile over there. That'd make a big old fire. It ain't a great big fire. Yeah. I camped out on the creek bank one night in a poncho. I had it pinned down on the backside and a little twig in the middle where it A-framed off the middle. Oh, you okay? Well, thanks for coming in. I'm glad you came in. You have a good night, and you take care, just Gator. God bless you. You have a good night. And thank you for stopping in. I really, truly appreciate it. Because I was just trying to see how it come out, man. Yeah. I didn't know if I'd be able to stream from here or not, or if I had to be at the house with the Wi-Fi. But nice little hot fire. But I have to keep throwing leaves on it so you can see where I'm at. I might just leave that on so y'all can see me. feels weird. I can't hardly see anything, but oh, I know I keep sitting on my feet to look at the camera, and my feet keep falling asleep. Ah. But at least I'm not in my trailer. I'm not in the kitchen making peach jelly. That jelly is so awesome. There, now, I mean, it literally tastes just like peach pie. Ah. But anytime you try to, because when the first time I made peach jelly, see you next time. All right, see you, Just Gator. You have a good night. And God bless you. And when I made peach jelly, it just, something tasted like it was missing something. And I got to thinking about it, and I added a bunch of cinnamon to it. Because, because peach pie has cinnamon all over it. And I like cinnamon. And it turned out really, really good. Put cinnamon in your peach jelly, and it'll taste just like peach pie. And then the wife likes it on her ice cream. Scoops, put it on her ice cream. I had my buddy, he tried it on pancakes. Something just flew by my ears. I have to be careful when I wipe my mouth, wipe the sweat off my mouth, because everything tastes like cough. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. That's a tree frog. Yeah. But I heard something in the brush over there. But this is where I hunt. And if I get tomorrow or some other day when I get out here, I want to clean this all out. Yes, I got bug spray all over me. I use deep wood tick repellent. That's almost just as bad as wrapping myself in Glad wrap and coming out here. My legs are all sticky and nasty, and I keep touching my hands to my mouth, and I taste it till I go to wipe the sweat off my face. And I'm not getting ate up. Yeah, well, I sprayed everything in the first place. Because I've already been eating up mowing and out mowing out at Mount Carmel at church. Critters are everywhere when you mow. And then deal with poison ivy and poison oak at the same time. It's an every year thing. But let's see, it says it's still charging. Oh, dang, it is hot. But I really appreciate everybody for stopping in, though. I can't believe that I've had people come in for a middle of the night live chat. Had that to do, but no, it's too hot. I wear shorts. I've had heat stroke a couple times in the heat, and if I get too hot, I get nauseated, and I got wear as cool as clothes as I can. If I could get away with going barefoot, I would, and without a shirt. But yeah, I rest for that. If I keep it cool, if I wash after I weed eat every time with ice cold water, it helps get the poison ivy off. I don't get it as bad. I've had it several times this year. And when you're working in this heat with that uh, calamine lotion all over your arms, legs, and other places, yeah. But I've been getting ate up more in my trailer than I am sitting here on the ground right here. But I raked away the leaves and looked at the dirt on the ground. It's like, oh, it's sorry looking. It looks like it's been burnt off and it's just ashes underneath. It's gray. But, but anyhow, this thing is really hot. Melt my phone down. I got a good little fire for tonight. Huh? Next time I'm gonna get a fire going before I go live. I don't know. Mason might give me a hard time saying I used a lighter on it. But I did use fat wood in my Cersei and my new rod, Fire Striker. That Urbanine, whatever, however you say it, it throws a lot of spark, but oh, it don't set stuff on fire as much. It seems like it sparks more on the way down before it gets to the end, instead of throws it. But I got one off of Graybeard, the Green Beret from Pathfinder. He recommended one, so I got it. Yeah. But anyhow, guys, I think I'm work on getting this fire put out and going to bed, cause it's kind of late. I got an hour in on live, so I can't get my watch to work. Oh, it's because it says 2:04. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to take off and call it a night. Put my little fire out and climb in my hammock. So, thank you everybody for stopping in. Especially you, Sonny. Glad to see you. Glad things are going well for you. And thanks for stopping in, Aiden. But I'm going to take off. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. I'm really glad to see you. But y'all have a good night, and God bless y'all. Thank you, Sonny. Good night, Aiden. Or good morning, Aiden. I'll see you later, mate. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for coming in. Good night. Bye.